birthday today. My goodness. Congratulations, Milburn. Wilma Garrett has a birthday. Connie Baker is celebrating. Mr. Ronald Howard is 61. Rhonda Doyle, the birthday today. Jimmy Lowe, Charlotte Simmons, Patsy Langcable. We have Blaine Smith, who is 15 today. James Moore, Kathy Sturgeon, Carrie Ann Dial, all with birthdays today. I think we got them. 651-9149, 800-956-1023, online, WCLUradio.com. Now we're up to date with the birthdays. Let's get up to date with the archives straight ahead.
Did you know you can help families just by enjoying dinner with your family? Tuesday, September 19th is Hurricane Relief Night at all McDonald's restaurants in Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky. To help, just visit your local McDonald's.
Wow! Boring, 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 boring. Wow! Hey, let's go to the warehouse. Okay. Wow, look how tall that carpet is. Look how soft the carpet is.
Hey, boys, y'all come back to Parish Carpet, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'm sure glad we came to Parish Carpet.
At PBI Bank, we pride ourselves on providing great customer service with a hometown feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service. Trust PBI Bank to be your banking partner for personal or business accounts. Come visit or call us today. We are a Kentucky-based community bank serving the Commonwealth for more than a century. Stop in or visit online at pbibank.com to learn more about what we can offer you.
Fall Festival. That's at Glenview Health and Rehab at 5 till 8 p.m. this Friday with games, music, and food, and a whole lot more. That's at 1002 Glenview Drive. Give them a call at 270-651-8332. That's the Fall Festival at Glenview Health and Rehab.
All right, we're on the air with the archives here at WCLU, and the archives brought to you by Joseph A. Wade, Industrial Hardware Services. You know, they do so much for so many industries around here. They are truly a partner in what gets done and a partner in helping folks keep rolling. It's amazing what they do at Joseph A. Wade. At the same time, they certainly enjoy being a part of keeping history alive and well in our community, Angela.
I would agree.
And let's see here, we've got about 100 years worth of stuff to go back and check on here this morning. I was double checking one thing. I'm out of whack, but I've been loving talking to all of these folks who are going to be up at the cemetery on Friday night and Saturday night.
And the hoodoo wagon.
Don't you think that's going to be something special?
I think that's the most random name.
It is, but it's certainly, well, you get to thinking about it and got to find out who do.
There you go. Who do what? Wait.
All right, we got some interesting historical facts to share with you today in the archives, Angela. We really thank the archivists, Miss Mary Jones, Miss Gail Berry, Mr. Ray Green, and a staff of folks down there who are really getting prepared for this harvest of history. 100 years ago, it's time to trash vehicles again here in 1917.
Those dang machines.
That's right. 100 years ago, here's the story written in the Glasgow Times. While fording it back from Horse Cave Saturday night.
Fording it back.
That's right. That should take the proper name of Ford and make it a verb.
There you go.
While fording it back from Horse Cave Saturday night, Messrs. A.L. Miller, Nat Parrish, and Taylor Bethel figured in an auto accident in which the car literally burned up.
What?
All but the tire. And this was brought into town Sunday afternoon on a truck. Not far out from Horse Cave, something went wrong about the gasoline tank.
You think so?
And the thoughtful young men promptly struck a match to find out the trouble.
They don't. What? Wait, what?
We didn't know enough about cars to not strike a match.
You know enough about gas not to
Yeah,
strike
I think
a match.
so. They struck the match to find out what the trouble was.
Yeah, how'd that work out for them?
The natural thing happened, and the next thing was a foot race before something broke loose in Georgia.
Wow, oh my God.
It is said that the bonfire was viewed from a distance by three sadder but wiser young men.
I mean, they should have already known that before they even did it.
They are sad, but wiser.
There's something, all right.
That was 100 years ago. Must have been, of course, the saying must have been back 100 years ago, before hell broke loose in Georgia.
Right.
That must have been a colloquialism, but they didn't want to print that 100 years ago.
They couldn't put hell in the paper.
That's right. But they would tell you brains are oozing out.
Yeah, no joke. Oh, Lord help us.
All right. 1927, we've got more information right here for you on, this is in the Glasgow Republican. Tuesday, attorneys Rhodes and Harlan of Bowling Green and J.R. White of this place filed suit in circuit court against the city of Glasgow and Kentucky Utilities for $25,000 in damage for the death of Jessie Iona, the 8-year-old daughter of Mr. C.E. Jump, who was and is an employee of KU. Working in its ICE department, it'll be remembered that Mr. Jump's little daughter pulled the free street scale down on herself in front of the New Farmers Bank on August the 8th.
Pulled what down on herself?
The free scale. I guess they had if you were the farmers market being downtown, people coming downtown to trade, they had some scales around so you could weigh whatever it was you were buying, in the small quantity.
Oh.
But anyway, she pulled the whole thing on her, and she died. And so they sued City of Glasgow and KU for $25,000
Well,
in damages. In 1927 dollars, that's a whole lot of money.
guarantee it.
So it's a sad story there for sure. And you recognize the names of the attorneys. Perhaps you've heard of the Residence Hall on Western's campus of Rhodes Harlan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the attorneys over here were Rhodes and Harlan.
Well, there you go.
I suspect they had something to do with that dorm.
That's usually how things get named.
All right, I love the way this story is written from 1937. Jigger Aspley this day entered the Millersburg Military Academy. He was accompanied by his father, Bruce Aspley, who returned to Glasgow that night, and he seemed surprised that Jigger had not beaten him home.
There you go.
Boy, they had a lot of fun. Those in-between-the-lines parts of those stories were really good back in the day.
So he sent his kid off to military school?
Yeah.
And then put it in the paper?
Yeah. Or somebody put it in the paper. I mean, I don't know whether Bruce Aspley published it, but he, if you remember, he has a lot of pals back in the day. Like, we have these stories say, what's Bruce showing at the plaza? Those kind of things. Okay. Anyway, I was down at the plaza day before yesterday getting our Ed Asner tickets.
I was talking to my mom yesterday.
Yeah?
And I said, Mom, guess who's going to be at the plaza? And she said, who? And I said, Ed Asner. She's like, really? And I was like, talking about his prostate. I thought she was going to spit her food off across my living room. She's like, no, seriously. Like, I don't know if she ever really believed me.
Well, I interviewed Ed yesterday, and I'm going to play that interview back when we have a couple of minutes to do it. I can't figure out exactly. We're just so busy. I'll get it on here because it's a fascinating interview.
Hold up, you interviewed Ed Asner, and I didn't even know about it.
Well, I mean, I hadn't seen you to tell you.
Text message, telephone, smoke.
Yeah, no, something like that. Smoke signals.
Dude.
Anyway, the point is that I'm going to play that back. But down at the plaza, there was a picture of Jigger and a picture of Mr. Aspley, Bruce, right there on the shelf there when you walk in. It's pretty fascinating to see them using that equipment from back in the day. All right, let's go to 1947. I think I did 37. Yeah, that was Jigger going to military school. 1947, this little gal is a champ. The captivating little Miss Bonnie Atkinson, year-old daughter of Mr. and Miss Wendell Atkinson, won 2 championships in her class at the Barron County Legion Fair. On Veterans Day, Thursday, she smiled her way through the award. And again on Saturday, she won the grand championship for year-old girls.
Well,
sounds like a baby contest to me.
It does to me, too.
That is certainly an honor to win that in 1947. Little Miss Bonnie Atkinson. That was 47. Here we go in 57. Interesting road work going on here this day in 57. A state highway marking crew has been in Glasgow this week, and in addition to freshening up the center lines, parking spaces and surface direction around the square, they have installed a 4-way stop marker at the intersection of Cherry Street and Race. The 4-way stop sign is designed to contribute to a fairer handling of traffic at this point,
Instead of like a free-for-all.
which heretofore has contributed to much congestion on Cherry Street and delayed left turns off of Race Street. So, they, of course, now there's a red light there, but back in the day, they thought they'd test the waters by putting up a 4-way stop sign.
You know what one of the worst left-hand turns is in Glasgow? They're beside of Calvary Baptist Church. When you're pulling, what is that street there? Cherry Street?
It is.
And you turn left onto, is it Columbia?
Well, yes.
Where like you get the Family Dollar and all that? Trying to turn left there is almost impossible.
You got to be paying attention for sure.
Paying attention, you got to throw them a fender and hope they don't hit you. What are you talking about? That's what I do.
Play a little dodgeball.
Exactly.
You don't want hesitation at that point.
No, you got to go for it.
All right, 1967. This was an interesting day. I was thinking when I was preparing for this, I thought about this. It was announced this day in 1967, the X-ray mobile unit will be in Glasgow Monday.
Wow.
Located behind the Barron County Health Department on South Liberty Street. So, the X-ray was not installed indoors very many places back in 67.
Right.
But, hey, we were getting it here, bringing it in by mobile means up at the health department.
Rolling it in.
Yeah, and I was thinking about, well, that's kind of like nowadays it's kind of like the shredder truck,
Right.
It's announced when it's going to be here, and everybody plans ahead and comes and visits. That was the way X-rays were done back in the day. 1977, a couple of sports stories here.
Okay.
This day in 1977, Glasgow native Randy Hampton will lead the Vanderbilt Commodores into their season opener against Oklahoma. Former Scotty went on to play collegiately at Vanderbilt, and he was going to be leading them as a quarterback in 1977. And also in 1977, more than 1,000 fans this day turned out to view the Barron County-McLean County football contest, which the Trojans won 21-8. 21-8. And here's the thing. It was the first home game in the new stadium.
Well.
So, see, we got history kind of, it may well repeat itself in a little less than a year. But the first home game in the Trojan Stadium was this day in 1977. 1,000 fans turned out to watch the big game. I'm sure it was an exciting evening indeed. And they won 21-8.
Can't beat that.
Probably a lot of adrenaline from being playing in the new stadium there.
I'd say so.
All right, 1987, an advertisement here, the grand opening of the $7 and $11 store, which it's a cumbersome name, I think.
The $7 and $11 store.
Yeah, that's right. So there's nothing over $11.
Is that where 7-Eleven came from?
Well, it could be. Back in 1987, ladies' skirts, slacks, blouses, knit tops, and more. Glasgow Square, Rogers Drive, and the Bypass.
$7 or $11.
The $7 or $11 store. Nothing over $11. Can you remember that?
I think I can. It's all in the name.
1997, this was the day that Heistville Elementary School presented awards to Mammoth Cave National Park in recognition of the park's environmental education partnership with the school.
Well.
The Mammoth Cave National Park, an excellent neighbor to this very day.
Definitely.
And certainly, folks, use that to educate, to help people learn, all those kind of things. And finally, this was the day in 2007, 10 years ago, this story in the Barron County Progress that Brian Clifford, BCMS Curriculum and Instructional Coordinator, was shown in a picture with the Temple Hill Elementary students on team building and goal setting.
Well.
Those are two good things to learn.
Yes.
And there was a group of the kids was named the Leaders of the Pack.
Mm-hmm.
Members are Maggie Castile, Blake Simmons, Chase Dial, Justin Combs, and Megan Scott. Members of the Leaders of the Pack from 2007. It's history.
It is history.
And it's the way that the way we can brag on what we have is because of the folks who came before us.
Yeah.
And the activities before us.
Right. I still can't believe you interviewed Ed Asner.
Well, I mean,
No, it's probably better that you did.
well, I mean, what I'm saying is, it worked out. I'm going to see how it plays back. All right.
I want his phone number.
Actually, you have to call his daughter.
That's fine. I'll take hers too. She can get me in contact
She
with her.
can. They must be like in the same building.
That's the most random thing I've heard today.
Well, we'll keep with some more randomness coming your way tomorrow. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. 60 degrees. WCLU.
It has always been.
See American television icon Ed Asner live September 15th in A Man and His Prostate at the Plaza Theater. Ed Asner offers a frank and very funny take on men's health in A Man and His Prostate, September 15th. For tickets, visit historicplaza.com or call 270-361-2101.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient services center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy. But that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
A hometown experience with honest people, a novel idea, not at Bailey Gibson. We understand you work hard for your money and deserve the best when shopping for a vehicle. Times are tough and buying a vehicle is a big decision. Dad prides himself in having honest employees who will help in any way they can before and after your purchase. At Bailey Gibson, we pledge to give you a hometown experience with honest people. Now that's an idea you can bank on.
Do you drop your change in the bottom of your purse? Did you know that loose change could help someone struggling to pay their electric bill? The Glasgow EPB has partnered with Community Relief for a new roundup program. By agreeing to have your EPB bill rounded to the next highest dollar, the change will be provided to Community Relief to help the less fortunate here in our community. Your spare pennies can make a huge difference for those struggling to pay for their vital electricity. If you're interested in the program, please call the Glasgow EPB at 65.
All of us. Remnant low from what was once Irma spinning around, but not a bunch of rainfall. Couple of tenths maybe in spots, but the circulation well defined. As it pulls on through today, tonight, tomorrow, we'll eventually see the rain go away. Now, let's do a comparison game. Look at the number on your car thermometer this morning, and then compare it to what you'll have this afternoon. Those numbers should be pretty close. And rain showers and light rain around this morning and patchy fog, and guess what? Rain showers and some steady light rain possible this afternoon. Showers early tonight, maybe a period of steadier rain as the actual low comes through, 58. Light rain early tomorrow, then hopefully some drying in the afternoon, cloudy 75. Clouds and sunshine by Friday, low 80s, and then mostly sunny and a beautiful weekend coming up, warmer, middle 80s, which is actually where we should be this time of year. I'm meteorologist Ray Stidgick from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. We've had 4/10 of an inch of rain. We have 60 degrees this morning at the studios of WCLU. And let's see here. The weather's been brought to you by your friends at South Central Bank. No matter the size, every house is built one nail at a time. Enter the construction loan zone at South Central Bank and take the stress out of getting your new home under roof. The zone's interest rate of 2.99% and an APR of 3.62% includes a processing fee of only $500. A $300,000 loan with a 12-month term has 11 interest payments of approximately $381 and a 12th payment of approximately $300,381. This example does not include costs for appraisal, title search, etc., nor does it include taxes and insurance that may apply. Contact Owen Lambert, Janelle Pettigo, or Jennifer Payne to find out more about the Construction Loan Zone. It'll take you through to the final nail. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. All right, it's 7:06 WCLU. Let me add another teenager to the list. It is Connor Tracy Marsh. Connor Tracy Marsh is 13 today. And we're playing trivia next. The special of the month at Lessenberry Do It Center is one you can't afford to pass up. Get a gallon of Bullseye 123 primer for all surfaces. After the $4 mail-in rebate, your cost is $9.99. Regardless of the job, Bullseye is the right primer, and Lessenberry is the right place to save. Also this month, we're taking $9 off of our 22-inch lawn and leaf rake, now $5.97. Every handyman would love new power tools. Lessenberry's has taken their Black & Decker cordless circular saw and drill kit. They've taken $35 off the price, making the set $69.97. It's time to get serious about your driveway. Lessenberry is the champion of price and quality, selling Do It Best Easy Stir Premium Driveway Filler Sealer with a 3-year warranty, just $15.99 per 5-gallon pail. A gallon of pourable crack sealer is now $7.99, and a hot deal on RV antifreeze, $2.79 a gallon. They have what you need and the knowledge to help you with your projects. Lessenberry Do It Center, 1010 West Main.
There are people just like you who are reaching their own level of success every day on the Extreme Fitness campus, just like Amanda.
My name is Amanda Hamilton. I've been a member at Extreme since around August. When going to Extreme, it's not like you're going to walk into any other gym where it feels like you're walking into a franchise. They know your name and they know what you do for a living, so it's almost like you're walking into your second family.
Amanda is passionate about competitive bodybuilding, so she enjoys having Extreme blends, healthy smoothies, and more right there at Extreme Health Club.
I will, after a workout, go and get a smoothie from them, because they can add the protein and aminos and things like that's really important to recover after your workout.
To sum it all up, Amanda says, the Extreme Fitness campus really does offer everything, no matter who you are.
I think it's just having the options in fitness. It's kind of your fitness.
To learn more, go to extremeky.com.
They offer everything you could need in fitness.
That means it's time to play trivia. Extreme is giving away the prize. And folks really enjoy winning that prize because they get to go and try out something special at Extreme. And here we go with the trivia question today. See who is going to maybe win something today. Hold on just a second. This is a funny thing, but my trivia question for today, which I sent to myself, only has pictures and no words, so I can't ask the question. I can't. I'll check it right here and see. Here we go with the trivia question. 651-914-900-956-1023. We're going back in time to television trivia. Everybody says, hey, I love television trivia. Why don't you ask some different stuff, okay? Here's some different stuff. 651-914-900-956-1023. On the television show Saved by the Bell, what was the name of the beach club that all the gang worked at? Now, if you were a little kid growing up, you probably said, I'd love to work at a place like that. The place that the gang on Saved by the Bell, what was the name of the beach club that the gang worked at? What a great show. Saved by the Bell. Trivia. No. Trivia. No. I don't know whether they thought they knew it or what. Anyway, on Saved by the Bell, all those kids there, it was a pretty well written show. Trivia.
The Malibu Sands Resort?
You're getting close, but that's not it. Trivia.
Krusty Krab.
No, it's not right. That's, isn't that SpongeBob? 651-914-9800-956-1023. The kids on Saved by the Bell worked there, and I want to know the name of the place. Trivia.
Malibu Sands Beach Club.
Beach is the word I was looking for, and who is this?
Christy Stinson.
How you doing, Christy?
I'm doing well.
Now, what do you know about Saved by the Bell?
Well, I used to watch it all the time.
Yeah, it was one of those shows that everybody couldn't wait to maybe get home after school or whatever and at least watch Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, Screech, Kelly, Zach, all of them.
Who was your favorite?
Zach.
Oh, you like Zach. And
yes.
He was the cute one, right?
I thought he was at the time.
Yeah. Boy.
Looking back, I don't think he was as cute now, but
Well, Christy, that's you talk about saying something, taking an easy step there. When you said you're supposed to say yes.
No.
But you didn't do it that way. But you did what was required to get to go to extreme. Saved by the Bell. Okay, you said Screech and Zach and
Kelly and Lisa.
Yeah.
And I forgot what's her name? The tall one. I forgot her name.
Oh, it's all right. The tall one. We should be able to narrow it down from that. We'll work on it, okay?
Yeah.
All right, Christy. Thank you so much for tuning in and for letting us have fun playing trivia. And you'll enjoy going out there to Extreme. It'll be like going to the Malibu Sands Beach Club when you go out to Extreme, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Christy.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye. Christy Stinson, that's right. It's the Malibu Sands Beach Club. That's where those kids worked. We'll play tomorrow. Who knows where we'll come up with something then. You be sure and join us.
CBS News Update. What's left of homes in the Florida Keys after Hurricane Irma? Too difficult to witness for some.
It's full of memories and photos inside, and, my mom couldn't even come down to even, look at it.
25% of homes in the Keys are destroyed, 9 out of 10 damaged. CBS's Elaine Quijano in Ramrod Key, where they're cut off from the rest of the world.
Imagine not having your phone service, your texting ability, your email, no landline, absolutely no way to get information in or out. Well, of course, these folks are having a hard time letting their loved ones know that they're okay.
Power is still out to more than 4 million people in the state. CBS's Mark Strassman.
In South Florida, linemen here are working 16-hour shifts to fix the outages. A utility spokesman told us all the power should be restored on the state's east coast by Sunday night and on the west coast in about 10 days.
CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Mom, are we at Parrish Carpet Store yet? Wow! Boring. Wow! Hey, let's go to the warehouse. Okay. Wow, look how tall that carpet is. Look how soft the carpet is.
Hey, boys, y'all come back to Parrish Carpet, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'm sure glad we came to Parrish Carpet.
Personal service is what it's all about at Bailey Gibson. From the showroom to the service bay, we offer the most up-to-date service and sales available. If you know Dad, you know he's not too keen on high-tech gadgets. His flip phone is about as techy as he gets. Because of Dad's down-to-earth approach in business, Bailey Gibson customers know they can depend on us for the best price on their newer used vehicle. Stop by or give us a call and find out what true personal service is all about.
Come on, give my dandy a call.
At Fire Pit Spirits, our #1 priority is responsibility. number 2 and number 3 are our great service and our huge selection. So if you do drink alcohol, we want you to do so responsibly. Get the service you deserve in our store or in our convenient drive-through window. You can even call ahead at 678-BEER and we'll have it ready for you. We built our store from the ground up to ensure the largest selection and variety. But if we don't have what you're looking for, let us know. We appreciate your business here at Fire Pit Spirits in Glasgow.
Well, I love it. I know, right? I saw.
This is WCLU Glasgow, WCLU-FM Unfruitvale, W253BN Glasgow. Services of Royce Radio Incorporated.
60 degrees, 7:15. The live and local 7 o'clock morning edition begins with the top story at 7.
I'm Angela Briggs with WCLU, and this is your top story at 7.
Developed by the Los Angeles Police Department in 1984, the Drug Recognition Expert Program, or DRE, was initially designed to help traffic and narcotics officers within their department. That program is now spread across the nation, but is still exclusive and people still attend by invitation only. Cave City Police Sergeant James Roberts was one of them.
Live on WCLU Radio, it's The Top Story at 7 with WCLU News Director Angela Briggs.
There were only 12 of us invited throughout the entire state. There's 11 of us left that are going to LA. There are only about 70 DREs in the entire state of Kentucky. The majority of those are with Lexington and Louisville Metro. So there's not that many smaller agencies like this. I'm hoping that whenever I complete this training, I can come back and have an impact within the entire county.
One of them. Sergeant Roberts began his career in law enforcement back in 2010 and attended the academy in 2011. He says he's been interested in the DRE program since he first heard about it back in 2013. The program focuses on training law enforcement in ways to identify what substance or substances an intoxicated individual may have taken. Not everyone under the influence will fail a breathalyzer test, and they need the skills to be able to identify other substances.
A lot of times you have people that are obviously under the influence, but you might not be able to put your finger on exactly what it is or what category it is, and the person may be telling you, no, I'm not under the influence, I'm not, when clearly they are. Right. You know, they'll place them under arrest, they'll get them to the jail, they'll check all zeros.
When it comes to the validity of the DRE training, a double-blind study was conducted at Johns Hopkins Laboratory where officers observed individuals under the influence and were able to determine exactly what they had taken. Nearly 100% of the time, they were successful. Not only will information from the DRE aid law enforcement in court, it will also help those wrongly accused of being under the influence. When a DRE is called out, the person is usually already under arrest. That DRE will then begin the 12-step process of evaluation and determine exactly what the person's taken. Cave City Police Chief Terrell Riley says he's very proud to have the department represented in the program.
We've teamed up with the Office of Kentucky Highway Safety again with the Drive Sober Get Pulled Over campaign, which starts Wednesday the 16th and it runs through September the 4th. And the main things we're going to be looking for obviously is the DUIs, seat belts, child restraints, texting, and speeding. There's going to be a zero tolerance on those 5 things especially, so just want to let everybody know that that's going to be starting here in about 2 days and runs through September the 4th. That's all I have.
When it comes to training for law enforcement, Sergeant Roberts says it's crucial to keep the training ongoing because things are constantly changing.
It's a moving target. I mean, you know, your drugs are constantly changing. You know, like spice. You know, that wasn't around 10 years ago or 8 years ago. Now it seems like everybody you come to contact with may have some on them. Suboxone's a new thing. Gabapen's a new thing. Things are always constantly changing.
Congratulations to Cave City Police Sergeant James Roberts on being invited to attend the Drug Recognition Expert Program, which will be held in Los Angeles, California. I'm Angela Briggs with WCLU, and this is your top story at 7.
Well, I love it. I know, right? I saw it and I was just like, oh, I have to have it.
Is it suede?
It's suede. Love suede.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Well, I love it. I know, right? I saw it and I was like, have to have it. Is it suede? It's suede. I love suede.
That's why we're there with renter's insurance when things go wrong, but also here with a rewards credit card to help life go right. State Farm.
Talk to State Farm agent Mike Bryant in Glasgow today.
At PBI Bank, we pride ourselves on providing great customer service with a hometown feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service. Trust PBI Bank to be your banking partner for personal or business accounts. Come visit or call us today. We are a Kentucky-based community bank serving the Commonwealth for more than a century. Stop in or visit online at pbibank.com to learn more about what we can offer you.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient services center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Riley.
In more local news, Glasgow Mayor Dick Doty announces that Christopher Freeman will be the new 911 director. Chris comes to the city of Glasgow from the State Department of Criminal Justice Training in Richmond. He's a graduate of Eastern Kentucky University with a bachelor's and master's of criminal justice. He will begin his duties with the Glasgow Baron Metcalf 911 Center on Monday, September 25th. Freeman replaces Beverly Harbison, who recently retired. Glasgow police made several arrests over the weekend. Saturday morning, Officer Murrell got the call to conduct a welfare check on a man at Weldon Park who was laying on a picnic table. When he arrived, he found 18-year-old Matthew Slayton of Glasgow, who told officers that he had been sleeping on the picnic table after playing basketball all morning. According to the citation, Slayton's speech was slurred, and when asked if he had smoked anything, he said only cigarettes. Officers then noticed what appeared to be a joint underneath his leg that was still partially lit. Initially, Slayton said he didn't know where it came from, but later admitted it was synthetic marijuana. He was arrested, charged with possession of synthetic marijuana and public intoxication. Just before noon on Saturday, Officer Stephen Shields responded to a two-vehicle injury accident between Veterans Outer Loop and Carroll Nicely Boulevard. One vehicle had been struck by another, causing it to do a complete rollover, coming to final rest back on its wheels. At least one occupant was taken to TJ Sampson for treatment. When officers arrived at the scene, the occupants involved said the other driver had come into their lane, collided with them, then got out of his vehicle and fled the scene. Deputy Joseph Ford with the Barron County Sheriff's Office located a man matching the suspect's description, identified as 35-year-old Beto Vargas, walking near TSC on the outer loop. Deputy Ford took Vargas back to the scene where law enforcement says he did not communicate well, and along with finding several beers inside the vehicle, he had a strong odor of alcohol. He was arrested, charged with DUI and wanton endangerment, failure to produce insurance card, and no operator's license. Both individuals were lodged in the Barron County Detention Center. The Cave City Council sets the tax rates and talks about property assessments. City Attorney Bobby Richardson told the council Monday night that property tax assessments were down last year by about $500,000. The decrease should be taken into account when a city votes to take the compensating rate, meaning the same amount of revenue will be generated as in the previous fiscal year. Councilmember Denny Dole made the motion to pass the rate at 15.4 cents per $100 on real property, and that same rate for both tangible and intangible personal property. Also included was a 2% discount if paid by November and 1% by the end of December. Motor vehicle and boat tax rates were set at 17.87 cents per $100. Assessments are expected to be back up next year. A new hotel will begin construction this winter, according to Robert Smith with the city. While not sharing any specifics, Smith added that plans for a new retail store are set to begin as early as next month. Mayor Dwayne Hatcher said that despite the rainy start to the weekend, the Vietnam traveling wall drew about 7,500 people to the city. He gave a special thanks to Sharon Tabor and all the volunteers. And the numbers are in from the recent Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign, which lasted from mid-August until Labor Day weekend. Cave City Police Chief Terrell Riley said the department's total traffic enforcement activity was 149. That included 12 felony arrests, 8 fugitives apprehended, and 6 DUIs. Fire Chief Kevin Jan also had his numbers ready. In August, the volunteer fire department responded to a total of 15 fire-related calls, 73 non-fire, bringing their combined annual total to 544. Farmers Rural Electric has dispatched 6 linemen and essential equipment to assist cooperatives in Georgia with power restoration caused by Hurricane Irma. Farmers RECC has been working closely with the Kentucky Association of Electric Cooperatives and with other electric cooperatives to coordinate restoration efforts. Here's Bill Prather, President and CEO of Farmers RECC.
Of course, everyone knows and has been following the track of Hurricane Irma over the past week or so, and certainly we were concerned about it here at Farmers. And early indications were that we might even have some effects from it a little later on when it finally arrived here. So we did not immediately respond to requests to send our service guys down to assist, but we told them that as soon as we got the all clear here that we'd be happy to. And of course, things like this persist for quite some time after a storm passes through, so they're always glad to have help come in a few days after the storm passes. But when we saw that we were going to be okay here, well, we had some requests from some electric co-ops down in Georgia that had been hit very hard, and we are sending 6 of our linemen down to a cooperative by the name of Oconee EMC, which is located just east of Macon, Georgia. They're a co-op about half the size and the number of customers served as farmers, but they were hit pretty hard. And so we sent down a pole-changing crew plus a service crew. So they should be getting down there on Tuesday evening. We've got good employees. They know how to get the work done and work in difficult conditions.
Hurricane Irma was a historic storm, and utilities are coordinating a historic response. About 5,000 cooperative workers from 25 states are converging on the hurricane's impact zone to assist with restoration. And be advised, State Police Post 15 say they'll be conducting safety traffic checkpoints, commonly referred to as roadblocks, in the Post 15 area, which includes Washington, Marion, Taylor, Greene, Casey, Russell, Adair, Metcalfe, Monroe, Clinton, and Cumberland counties. Troopers will be checking for impaired drivers, children not properly restrained in child safety seats, and informing the public about the use of seat belts. These checkpoints will be conducted in various locations throughout the Post 15 area. With WCLU Local News, I'm Angela Briggs at 7:27 a.m. and even 60 degrees.
You pay your electric bill. With EPB iPay, you can. iPay allows you to draft money into your electric account online or at our office. The myusage.com website lets you keep track of how much electricity you're using and lets you know your current balance. When your account's getting low, you can get reminders to add more money to your electric account by text or email. With iPay, there's no due date, no late fees. Sign up for iPay at the EPB office at 100 Mallory Drive.
See American television icon Ed Asner live September 15th in A Man and His Prostate at the Plaza Theater. Ed Asner offers a frank and very funny take on men's health in A Man and His Prostate, September 15th. For tickets, visit historicplaza.com or call 270-361-2101.
BR Tire. We're always on call, and we answer the call. We know that's what keeps our loyal customers coming back season after season, year after year. With so many vying for your business, improving our service is not just a good practice, it's a necessity. From our easy-to-navigate website to our easy-to-deal-with service department, we work hard to make it easy for you to choose us. No one keeps you rolling like BR Tire on Lovers Lane in Bowling Green and West Main Street in Glasgow.
You love all-day breakfast.
I love all-day breakfast.
But you didn't love that you couldn't get all your favorites all day. But now you love that you can get more all day, like
McGriddles.
So you'll have to find something else to not love, like that itch you can't scratch. Or when people use speakerphone in public.
Seriously, you can't tell a soul.
I promise I won't tell anyone.
For real, okay?
Or accidentally watching episode 4 before you've seen episode 3.
When did DeAndre become an alien?
Get more choices you love, now with all-day breakfast.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
At Fire Pit Spirits, our #1 priority is responsibility. Number 2 and number 3 are our great service and our huge selection. So if you do drink alcohol, we want you to do so responsibly. Get the service you deserve in our store or in our convenient
that participated in the Glasgow Women's Softball League from the 1960s until the 1990s, invited to a reunion this Saturday beginning at noon. going on until 5 p.m. at Beaver Trail Park. Hamburgers and hot dogs will be served throughout the afternoon at the Come and Go reunion. Some of the Glasgow Women's Softball League reunion teams include the Daily Times, New Farmers Bank, Citizens Bank, the Bandits, Kentucky Pants, Donley, Coates DX, Doyle's Department Store, the Mustangs, and many more. What a great time to relive the great days of women's softball in Glasgow. For more information, 270-670-4672. And that's a check of local sports.
At Fire Pit Spirits, our #1 priority is responsibility. Number 2 and number 3 are our great service and our huge selection. So if you do drink alcohol, we want you to do so responsibly. Get the service you deserve in our store or in our convenient drive-thru window. You can even call ahead at 678-BEER and we'll have it ready for you. We built our store from the ground up to ensure the largest selection and variety. But if we don't have what you're looking for, let us know. We appreciate your business here at Fire Pit Spirits in Glasgow.
731 WCLU. We are, let's see, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We are going to, I'm getting behind on birthdays, so I'm going to jump in here real quick and give you the birthdays. Then we're going to have an interview with Mr. Ed Asner. And then we're going to give somebody a pair of tickets as we begin our giveaway of tickets going to the Ed Asner performance. So that's where we're going with this. Carrie Ann Dial with a birthday, Kathy Sturgeon, James Moore, Blaine Smith is 15, Patsy Lankable. We have Charlotte Simmons, Jimmy Lowe, Rhonda Doyle. It's Ronald Howard's 61st birthday today. Connie Baker, Wilma Garrett, Milburn Staples is 91 today. Casey Sacia, Stacy Heiser. We have Jackie Johnson turning 62. Wendell Harris has a birthday today. Welcome to the teens, Mr. Connor Tracy Marsh. Connor Tracy Marsh is having a welcoming to the teens today at 13. Abigail Whitlow with a birthday, and your Nana called up Abigail to talk about that. Miss Hannah de Munbrin with a birthday. Tora Norman. It is Chelsea Walters' birthday. Also, we have Sandra Lindsay and Jamie Gordon. And we have Captain Jennifer Arbogast, who should have been on the birthday list yesterday. We just didn't know about it. So that's the birthdays that we have for today. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Online is WCLUradio.com. Now, let's see here. I got to tell you about today. We are patting on the back by special request Ronald Howard. Ronald Howard is 61 today. He was nominated, and here's the reason for his nomination. The person who nominated Ronald says he is an awesome dude, and this is his 61st birthday. So congratulations to Ronald Howard. You're good as gold from WCLU and a little taste of Texas.
Mom, are we at Parish Carpet Store yet? Wow! Boring, 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 boring. Wow! Hey, let's go to the warehouse. Okay. Wow, look how tall that carpet is. Look how soft the carpet is.
Hey, boys, y'all come back to Parish Carpet, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'm sure glad we came to Parish Carpet.
At PBI Bank, we pride ourselves on providing great customer service with a hometown feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service. Trust PBI Bank to be your banking partner for personal or business accounts. Come visit or call us today. We are a Kentucky-based community bank serving the Commonwealth for more than a century. Stop in or visit online at pbibank.com to learn more about what we can offer you.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient services center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
See American television icon Ed Asner live September 15th in A Man and His Prostate at the Plaza Theater. Ed Asner offers a frank and very funny take on men's health in A Man and His Prostate, September 15th. For tickets, visit historicplaza.com or call 270-361-2101.
60 degrees, 736 at WCLU. Coming up on Friday night, the Plaza Theater. Ed Asner is going to be at the Plaza performing the comedy A Man and His Prostate. Yesterday, I had the chance to talk with Ed Asner and kind of welcome him to Glasgow. He says he's really excited about coming to Kentucky. In fact,
I can't remember the last time, if ever, I was in Kentucky.
Well,
I'm sure I was, but I can't remember when.
You haven't been to the Derby yet, have you?
Yes, I was.
So there you go.
Yeah.
That's usually why a lot of people come here. This is.
But I didn't go to the Derby. I went to the ball before it.
Okay, I see. Well, it's a fabulous event. It gets bigger each and every year. You know,
it's a good tradition.
When I was preparing to talk to you today, it's unbelievable the types of honors that you have been given throughout your career. You started, jumped in with both feet, and earned your way, and wound up getting such things as Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series. You've been on stage. You've done so many wonderful things, and I just know that this is going to be a very special Friday night here in Southern Kentucky with Mr. Ed Asner. And the town is given so much, paying so much attention to the title up on the marquee at the Plaza Theater, which is talking about A Man and His Prostate. That is a fabulous.
Every man's got one.
Yeah.
All depends how he handles it.
Well, I'm anxious to hear what you have to say about it when you get up here on Friday night.
All right.
I'm sure it's going to be. It's a comedy, correct?
Right.
And so we're going to,
It's a comedy, but with a lot of essential information about prostatitis and prostate cancer.
It should be very, very interesting, to have you talk about that, because people have we've enjoyed you in so many different roles. Of course, the famous Lou Grant role that you've been involved in, and so many other things that you've had in your career. You've seen a whole lot, haven't you?
I have. It's been a good life.
Yeah. Well,
good life.
You let's see. I was doing some of the reading right here. You've done quite a bit of work on stage, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I started on stage, and more or less continued periodically throughout my career.
Well, let's talk about this. Folks who it's a fabulous opportunity, and I know that you kind of give the folks a welcome. Give them a little encouragement about coming out to see you on Friday evening on stage at the Plaza Theater. Give them some good reasons to be up there and hear the one and only Ed Asner and see the one and only Ed Asner.
Well, hopefully they'll laugh their asses off.
Yeah. That's a really good reason.
Yeah, that's a damn good reason. We need laughs at this time of year.
Yeah.
And with all that's happened to us.
Right, for sure.
Man and His Prostate was written by Ed Weinberger, who was a writer-producer on Mary Tyler Moore.
Mm-hmm. So you all been going back to the days of working together on that show.
Right. And we've written a book together.
Okay.
Which will be coming out on October 10th. And he's a wonderful writer, and he wrote about this episode in his life where he was attacked, an attack of prostatitis, while he was on a cruise with his wife to Italy.
My goodness. That'll ruin a good cruise for you.
Yeah, yeah.
So
she got sick of the fish tacos, and he got taken off the boat.
Just nothing to savor from that particular experience.
No. I think I'll stay off the cruises.
Yeah, well, I've enjoyed some cruises, but I just enjoy lots of things, including coming to the Plaza Theater. And I'm anxious for you to see the Plaza Theater. We have a beautiful facility here that goes back.
Wait to see that.
It goes back to 1934, and it has been remodeled, refurbished, and it's just a fabulous place to have a show such as A Man and His Prostate.
Well, do you call it Glasgow? How do you pronounce your name?
Glasgow, just like Scotland. Glasgow.
Just like Scotland.
Yes, sir.
So it's nice to know that.
Now, on Friday night, of course, I believe the show starts at 7:30, and the tickets are available right now at the Plaza Theater. We want folks to go down there and see Carolyn and the crew and get your tickets to make sure that you have a good seat.
Well, if they want an enlightening moment, both of laughter and information, they'll get it that night.
Yeah, and I feel really good that folks are going to come out and support it as well, because quite a legacy here. Are we going?
We got to do something, to supplant that memory of the Derby that I didn't see.
Yeah, we'll have to try to. There's some probably some pictures of horses up there at the Plaza. I think last time I was in the office up there, they've got some for you. But we hope you'll have a good time, and we do hope that. Well, let me ask you this question. Will we see any hints of the style of Lou Grant, or will we meet a different side of Ed Asner?
It'll be a different side. He's more schlumpy.
Yeah.
He's not as tied down and sleeves rolled up as Lou Grant was.
Well, I was asked somebody the other day, is he in person? Is he kind of like what he was as the news director there in Minneapolis, or is he more of a laid-back sort of a guy? You've been described as laid-back in person, not sort of Lou Grant as the gruff news director.
Well, I don't know. If you're a pretty girl, I'm not laid back.
No, you're probably on your best game, you think?
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, so what would you like to say? Anything else we want to talk about your show? How can we prepare people to come and see A Man and His Prostate?
You're going to be getting a lot of information to arm you against prostate cancer or prostatitis, but you're going to be laughing all the way.
Well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful to know. We're going to have a beautiful weekend for you to be here, and I know that folks are really looking forward to it. And I hope you have safe travels, and we will see you on Friday evening here in Glasgow, Kentucky. Is that all right?
I can't wait to be in Glasgow.
Come on down. We're in Kentucky, southern Kentucky. All right?
You're on, mister.
Thank you. Have a great day, sir.
Thank you, Henry.
Bye-bye. Not but one more thing to do, and that's to give away a pair of tickets. A pair of tickets to go to the Plaza and see A Man and His Prostate. 10th caller, 651-9149. 800-956-1023. 10th caller with a pair of tickets.
If you're a worker, a fixer, a grower, or a doer, then you need to know that Southern States is ready for you. Stop in at our Glasgow location, 300 Sampson Street, for all of your lawn and garden needs, including different varieties of yard fescue seed, lawn food and fertilizer, garden seeds of every variety, and some starter plants. Also, be sure to check out Southern States in Horse Cave, located at 1104 South Dixie Street, and be sure to check out our greenhouse, where we have both perennial and annual flowers. Bring a pickup truck or a trailer and stock up on bulk mulch. It's barbecue season, so check out the Holland Grills and Green Eggs for all of your grilling needs. And when it comes to farm maintenance, check out our fencing supplies. We offer fence chargers, insulators, wires, and posts. For all your springtime, lawn, garden, and farm needs, that's Southern States at 300 Sampson Street, Glasgow, and 1104 South Dixie Street, Horse Cave.
Well, the 10th time I picked up the phone, it was Randall Saltzman on the phone. Hey, Randall, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing real good. I know that you got to be like I am, anxious to hear about the prostate and the humorous part of all of that on Friday night.
Sure am.
It's going to be it's fascinating. Randall Saltzman, you can spell that, can't you? I was giving it to the winners list people. Randall Saltzman is going to be going to the Plaza Theater and enjoying Mr. Ed Asner. It's kind of neat. That guy is, when I was interviewing him, I was trying to get information about the awards he has won. It's a huge list, Randall. And he's very, very talented. So you enjoy the show, okay?
All right.
We'll have the tickets for you right here at the radio station, okay?
All right.
Thank you, Randall. Bye. Randall Saltzman, yeah, he wins the tickets to go and see Ed Asner tomorrow night. And I've got to go ahead and inform you that we don't have just one pair of tickets. We have a few more sets we're going to be giving away, so keep listening. We won't make it hard. We might ask a Lou Grant trivia question or something like that. Who knows? But nonetheless, just stay tuned. We're going to be giving away some more tickets to see a man and his prostate, and it's wonderful that we have this coming to our community for sure. Back in 1978, Bobby Wilson started Wilson's Cabinet Shop in Glasgow. Also there from day one was a very young craftsman, Bobby's son, Wayne Wilson. Since that first day, Wayne has worked with his father, designing, building, and installing custom cabinetry in homes and businesses all over southern Kentucky. With Bobby's recent passing, Wayne and his wife Joy are proud to continue the Wilson Cabinet reputation. As the only licensed and insured custom cabinet shop in Glasgow, that's a responsibility they can handle. Custom cabinets, countertops, new cabinet doors, you name it, we can handle it. Call Wayne or Joy at 270-651-7271. We want to hear your ideas and make them a reality in your home. Wilson's Custom Cabinet Shop, Columbia Avenue at New Salem Road in Glasgow. Attention, if your home or business experiences frequent drainage clogs and backups, Spots Plumbing now has a new jetter system that implements hot and cold water options to rid your drains of excess grease, roots, and any other substance that's causing you trouble. Ask about the jetter drain cleaning system today, 678-1970.
There's way more than just the name. Spots Plumbing, while being the first you should call for your plumbing needs, is also the number you call if you need your driveway plowed or if you need salt spread to help melt the ice away. 270-678-1970. Let Bots be the first you call.
If you find yourself in need of an attorney who specializes in family cases, you want someone who knows all the ins and outs of the case. Tracy Peppers has experience outside of her law practice that gives her an insight not all attorneys can match.
I have spent my career helping families in need as a social worker, CDW, and family advocate. Call me, Tracy Peppers, attorney at law, for all your family law needs at 270-651-7101 or stop by 222 West Washington Street here in Glasgow.
Summer may be winding down, but it's still hot here in Bowling Green, which means pests like mosquitoes, ants, and roaches are still out in full force. Luckily, Arrow Exterminators can protect your family and keep your home pest-free inside and out. It's easy. All you have to do is set up a free home evaluation, and a licensed Arrow professional will come to your home and inspect, identify, and then treat in the most environmentally responsible method available today. Arrow Exterminators has over 50 years of experience protecting homes and businesses, and you can have peace of mind knowing all of their services are backed with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So whether it's ants, roaches, or even termites, you can trust the experts at Arrow Exterminators to protect your home. Call 888-GO-ARROW or arrowexterminators.com online. That's 888-GO-ARROW or arrowexterminators.com. It's not just pest control, it's Arrow Exterminators Pest Control. Well, let's see here, 7:50, 10 minutes before the 8